I'm sorry. just I'm just doing everything that I possibly could in that moment to not just like fucking breathe in and breathe out as I fucking am turning on the camera like a you know what I mean. Um ooh, anyway, hey YouTube, what's going on? It's been a minute. Even before I initially turned on the camera, I was kind of like just trying to like rehearse my like lines per se, on what I wanted this video to be about, because obviously it's been a really long time since I've uploaded anything onto this channel and that type of thing. And I understand that like I don't really have like much of like a platform or like an audience that I necessarily like owe an explanation to or whatever, but like I just feel like, at least for me, this is the type of shit that keeps me sane. Just being able to like kind of like go over and reflect and explain this to myself. Just why I've been off of social media for as long as I have been and that type of thing. And I think in order to get into it, I want this video to sort of just be like sort of like that nice little transition into just like a nice brand new start into a new era of content creation that I would like to do on this channel and that type of thing. So first of all, let me just start from like the way beginning. I think that'll just help me to get everything sort of like clarified in my head and that type of thing. So from the inception, when I first created this YouTube channel and that kind of thing, I think it was still like in high school. I think I was a senior in high school, something like that. And I had like, these big dreams and aspirations of like wanting to be a YouTuber. I think everybody in our generation can sort of like relate to this in one aspect or another, considering this was like sort of like the community that brought us up and everything. Being a YouTuber always looks so fun and it looked so easy, and it's like, oh, you get paid money to film yourself, like, like that's sort of like the stigma that was sort of around that. So I mean, naturally, being a kid, this was something that I really wanted to do. So, I have some like, videos like on this channel and that type of thing that are just super silly and goofy and just like, whatever it is that I was doing at that time. I haven't seen those videos in years now, but I mean, I don't know if I'll ever go back and watch those videos. I don't know if I have the stomach for it, but it was something that I really wanted to do, but it definitely wasn't something that I took seriously enough, I think. It was just, again, something that I was just more or less of like a hobby that I just sort of like did for fun and that type of thing. And all it was for fun at the time. So naturally I kind of like, I fell on and off of the platform, just because it's like, as a person, I just find it like really difficult to stay like motivated and committed to things. And so around the year 2018, somewhere around the time when TikTok started to roll around and that type of thing, I started to dip my toes into TikTok. And I'm sure most of the people who are subscribed to this channel have probably come from my TikTok in one fashion, in one way or another. My biggest social media success came from, like TikTok and that type of thing. And honestly, I think I had more fun on the TikTok And honestly, I had more fun like on the TikTok platform than I did on YouTube, because there was just something about like the sort of the Vine formula that I had and like the quick content that I was able to produce that sort of like always like kept me on my toes and like was always like really fun. And I just feel like I was never really like sort of like I guess like well-spoken as a person. So it's like on TikTok, I wouldn't really have to talk and stuff like that. It was just sort of like always like a sound over like my stuff and whatever. And I could just sort of like, just be like this social media influencer person that I wanted to be and stuff like that. And so I had done TikTok for about maybe like a year and some change, something like that. And eventually I burned myself off of the platform just because I just was really uncontent with like the content that I was making and how I had branded myself. Because for like a year into making TikTok videos and that type of thing, like from 0 followers to like around 20,000 something followers, that was literally just like people coming to my page to watch me, which I thought was a really amazing feeling. And then it was around the time like when like the Area 51 meme was popping off and everything, and I just sort of became like the Area 51 guy, which is like I'm not trying to like shake that off of my shoulders and everything, because I understand that's probably like the biggest social media accomplishment that I have to date and everything, I can't help but to be labeled as like just that Area 51 guy. But after like the whole Area 51 spike hit my page, I literally went from something like 20,000 followers to like almost 80,000 followers, something like that, which is like a huge spike. So it's like everything that I just sort of accumulated on the platform and stuff like that. I just been completely rebranded, like almost like literally overnight. And honestly, it was a pretty amazing feeling at first because I'd never experienced like such numbers to be like, coming my way and everything. And it just seemed like I'm really like on the right path to like, where I want to be. And I could actually like make social media or something like my career or like my job or something that I can like live off of. But I just like, again, it kind of just like ties back to like, how I am as a person and that type of thing. And it's really hard for me to just sort of keep my grit under such like high pressure, like circumstances and that type of thing. And it wasn't so much of like the, I don't know, like the rebranding or something like that I feel like what was going on my page and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it was more or less of like the, up to that point, besides like up to that point before like the Area 51 stuff and that type of thing, it's like the stuff that I was making on TikTok just wasn't like gratifying to me anymore. And I just wasn't sure like how to move forward with like my content and that type of thing. So eventually I burned myself off of the platform because it just seemed like that there was just no, I mean, I guess I could have like, there was people who were telling me, on the internet in real life that I could have just kept it going and everything. I could have like, done something to change something up, to just change how the people see me and whatever. But for me, it was more of a thing where like I didn't want to come back from this. I didn't want to. There was something like in me that was just telling me like this is just like where I draw the line. This is not what I want to be doing anymore. I don't want to be this guy on social media anymore. So then I left, without, making a huge announcement or making a big deal about it or anything. I just stopped, uploading on TikTok. And that was it. So in that time, I had made, I think during my time on TikTok, I had made probably just the one vlog on this YouTube channel. And I think that was about it. And then I, uploaded another, YouTube video close to a year ago now where I was just really, not feeling right in the head. I was just sort of completely lost in like, where I wanted to go in life and that type of thing. It's like my lifestyle up to that point and still is to an extent, just very sort of like repetitive and just sort of like on this track of like, I don't know where I'm going or like what I want to do with like my life and stuff like that. And it's still like feelings that I am still kind of trying to like grasp and still trying to deal with and that type of thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's just been a crazy, crazy past couple of years, I'm gonna say, I guess. Emotionally, mentally, physically in some aspects. And so it gets to a point sometimes where you kind of have to sort of like make the decision, like, am I really going to be content with like how my life is like, panning out at this current moment? Or I'm not trying to paint myself as like some kind of hero, because again, I just want to reiterate, this is all stuff that I'm still dealing with every single day. And like, it's just, it's definitely not an easy thing to deal with. I don't want to diagnose it with anything. I haven't gone to a doctor to like, have my brain scanned or looked at or whatever. I haven't been to any psychiatrist or anything like that. This has all just been something that I've just been dealing with, mentally, day by day. So anyway, I don't know why I got all somber about that. But the whole point of this video that I'm trying to make right now is basically just sort of like announcing to myself, that this is gonna be like a brand new start. Obviously I'm a little bit older. I look a little different now. It's it'll probably be a little bit easier to sort of like, escape that person that I was, at that time. Besides being a little, physically different and that type of thing, just sort of like, it's just I found that it's really important to just sort of like, I need to have my mind set on like a goal, something to like wake up, something to get me out of bed in the morning, something to like look forward to every day and that type of thing, something to like work towards, because it's like I didn't have a goal like that in like this like past year really. And it was just awful, just like the sort of like that state of stagnance, that like type of existence was just so deplorable and just so like, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I really need to be getting into a mindset of like trying to convince myself that like I have like a purpose here, like in this world and stuff like that. And like I have a reason to exist basically. So, I've been trying to like sort of like slowly like get myself back into, like the lens of the camera and that type of thing. And I'm just trying to find things to sort of like, occupy my time and stuff like that. And I'm really just trying to like refine my passion for, something that I'd, like wanted for like years since I was like a child, basically, I just like, I'm really just trying to like, even though I've given up multiple times, and especially in this last like year where I've given up, like I gave up for a really long time, I'm still just trying to like hold on to that notion that like, being able to dream is still really important and stuff like that. And I feel like, you shouldn't have to give up on your dreams. Like, I'm really not the guy to be saying that, right? But I just think that's really important, that like people need to hold on to like the things that make them happy, like genuinely happy, like in this world and stuff like that. And you really can't let those things go. Like you really can't. Like you really need to work for those things. So you know, again, I just want this to be a fresh start. Um, I just want this is I just want this to sort of be like the reintroduction of just like, who I am. Hey, hi, I'm Joe Porter. I'm 22 years old. Um, and I'm gonna give this another shot. I'm not ready to give this up yet, and I really want to just genuinely give this a nice solid go again. Getting back into this content creation space and just sort of like, hopefully being able to like, rebuild like a community, like a community that I'm genuinely like proud of, like not like, you know, not something built through like, like tacky marketing schemes and that type of thing. Like I just feel like if people come to this channel, I want them to come here because they want to come to see what I put out and stuff like that, not because there's some sort of incentive or some sort of giveaway or something like that, or some kind of Tesla like that. Maybe it's too sensitive, that topic, right? Again, I'm super excited to be getting back into this, and even prior to getting back into YouTube and stuff like that, I had been for like maybe like the past month or so been trying to stream on Twitch and stuff like that. Twitch has been a really great way for me to sort of like find my sort of comfort like in front of the camera again. So I mean, if you want to check me out on Twitch, I mean, I have been streaming there. I don't have like an explicit schedule as of yet, just because I just still don't know how to organize my time, with like my job and like the goals that I want to accomplish like this year and that type of thing. But I mean, hey, if you want to check, I mean, I already have like a small little like, catalog of like, content on my Twitch channel already. You can try to catch me randomly on Twitch, if you so choose to. I think I'm gonna try to. I hadn't really thought about this prior, but I think I'm gonna try to upload on this channel probably like once a week. I think that's a nice, healthy schedule. I already have like a video in mind that I want to upload next. But yeah, I'm back. I'm excited. I'm really excited to be, on this journey again and that type of thing. And I'm really excited to rebuild a community that I'm proud of. And I'm really excited to just, most of all, to just sort of like creatively challenge myself and to sort of start pushing out content that I'm happy to make again. Again, I still don't know what that's gonna look like, right? I mean, it's probably gonna still be like right here in this fucking apartment here. I don't know how much creativity I'm gonna be able to push out in here, but I mean, I'm gonna do my best. So yeah, anyway, to anybody who has stuck around, to anybody who will continue to watch the videos and that type of thing, I really do appreciate you, and I really do hope you continue to support the channel and support me in this endeavor. So yeah, I'm not gonna ask you guys to subscribe, but I do hope that later on down the line I am able to provide some sort of incentive or some sort of substance to earn your subscribe. I guess I'll go ahead and say that. So yeah, that's all I got. Take care. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you all later on down the line. Cool.